The National Assembly building has been standing at the heart of Belmopan for 50 years, built when the capital itself rose from the aftermath of Hurricane Hattie, and now half a century later is getting a long overdue facelift. One of the biggest changes is on the first floor where a new elevator has been installed to make the building more accessible to everyone. That same level now brings key operations together from the offices of the Speaker of the House and the President of the Senate to upgraded filing rooms and more modern functional workspace for staff. It's a blend of history and practicality designed to make Parliament more inclusive and more efficient for the people who work there every day.
We're in 2026, and what we were working with, Madam President can concur for the same with her experience in her chamber, was a lot of archaic equipment. Workflow was not optimal, space was not optimal. I use the restroom facilities as an example, not because I'm a woman, but just as a human being. They simply were not optimal. Modernization, accessibility, inclusivity, preservation of the heritage of the building.
And this upgrade didn't come cheap. The total bill to renovate the National Assembly building came in at $5.8 million. A major boost came from Taiwan, which contributed $1.5 million through a grant. The remaining $4.2 million was covered by the government of Belize, an investment aimed at bringing Parliament into the modern era while preserving its historic character.
With respect to the cost of the project, we must bear in mind that from the onset, we knew that the project would not have cost $1.5 million. That was a grant from Taiwan. That was just an initial grant that was presented to the government of Belize from Taiwan. The original estimates was already higher than that. And so based on the works that we were able to undertake, at the end, that figure came up to 5.8 million.
Upstairs, the National Assembly's main chamber has been completely transformed. The space where the House and Senate meet now features a refreshed layout, better lighting, and a cleaner, more modern look. The old wooden chairs are gone, replaced with comfortable new seating designed for long sessions. Just behind the chamber, members' rooms have also been fully upgraded. Separate spaces for the government, opposition, and independent senators now include new furniture, couches, tables, and chairs, accented by artwork drawn from Belize's National Art Collection.
In terms of the seating arrangements and the shift from the first iteration of the chairs to what we have now, as the speaker mentioned, the Senate, from our perspective, do sit very long hours. In fact, I can cite, as was mentioned earlier, one particular bill that took 5 hours, 30 minutes. So you cannot expect a member of parliament to sit in a building, to sit in a chair, sometimes for 8, 9, 10 hours. The Senate starts at 9 in the morning. One of our recent meetings went as far as 9:30 in the evening. And so you cannot expect parliamentarians to robustly debate a bill or a motion in an uncomfortable space.
On the third and final floor, the focus is on the public and the press. The gallery now features improved seatings and layouts with better access for people using wheelchairs. For the media, it's a welcome change. No more cramped corners or hours spent on the cold, tiled floors. The upgraded media section offers a more functional and comfortable workspace. The renovations were put to the test for the first time during Monday's joint sitting. While many praise the improvements, critics continue to question whether the $5.8 million price tag was money well spent.
With respect to those critics, I would definitely like to invite them personally for a visit to the National Assembly so that I could thoroughly explain to them the scope of works that were undertaken. Anyone that has that opinion, definitely I see the need that they could contact myself as the chief engineer at MIDH, and I could give them a thorough explanation and a tour of exactly what was done. Based on the structure of the building, yes, the structure remained the same, the foundation remained the same. However, the idea was to try and see how best we could preserve the identity of the structure but make it more modern.
As the restored National Assembly building begins its new chapter, officials say the upgrades reflects commitment to accessibility, efficiency, and the preservation of a national landmark. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.